Hey y'all, cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. Tonight in my kitchen, I'm gonna put a pork loin fillet in the oven, and I'll show you how I'm gonna do that. It is planting season here, so my guys will be coming in late. I'm gonna go ahead and get this in the oven. It's something that they can rewarm if they miss, it coming right out of the oven or whatnot. I'm gonna put a half a cup of water in the bottom of this pan. I just sprayed it with some cooking spray because this is gonna drip down because I'm gonna use a rack to keep it up out of the grease, and I'm gonna tint it or wrap it in foil. I'm gonna spray a little bit more, spray my grate as well. Let me grab my kitchen scissors, and I'm going to put this meat on the rack. And I'm going to start with the fat side up. I'm going to grab a knife, and I'm going to trim off a little bit of this fat. I want it to have a little bit of fat because this type cut of meat doesn't have like marbleized fat in it. So I'm just gonna cut this kind of big chunk off of it, if I can. Try to. And if you're watching this and you follow the Cooking, Cutting Up, Keeping It Real page, you know that we in comments share recipes and stories and all kinds of things. So if you have recipes that for pork loin that your family loves, please share them. That's what my page is all about. All right, I'm going to discard that in a little bit. Okay, I'm going to leave that much fat on it because I do think that brings some flavor to the meat. Let me get my hands a wash. And I have bought a dry rub that I've had for a little while in my pantry. It's called Fat Man's Rub. Fat Man and His Food, Sweet and Spicy. I'm going to show you that because there's a Facebook. They must be on Facebook. That gives you their information. But here's what I'll tell you about dry rubs. I always will wet my finger and taste the dry rub and see if I like it. Like if I like the flavor of it before I'm going to use it. And this one has a little bit of spicy and a little bit of sweet, so I think it'll be great for pork loin. Okay, so let's see if it has the other side. And it looks like this was $4.99 wherever I got it, probably at a meat market or something. I'm going to just sprinkle this liberally on all sides of the meat. My rack's wanting to fall down. Imagine that, having a falling down rack. Just saying. Okay. Every side. And we'll put one last little dose on the top here. Okay, let me straighten my rack. We'll give my hands a wash again. Got my air fryer going. I'm going to do baked potatoes in the air fryer while this is cooking in the oven. So to this, I'm going to just wrap it real good in tinfoil. That'll hold the moisture in. And I'm going to cook this for about it was 1.57 pounds. I'm going to cook this for about an hour and 15 minutes, and then I'm going to check it with my meat thermometer. See if I can just stick this bad boy in there. Because it needs to be at 160 degrees, and I don't want to put it all the way in. I want it to be right in the middle of that meat. And this is going into the oven. My potatoes are going into the air fryer. A simple meal, hearty. Hopefully the guys will love it. I'll make comments in the comments section and let you know how it turns out. And I can post a picture of the finished product at the beginning of the video. So that's what's for dinner in my kitchen tonight. Pork loin, dry rubbed, a little bit of water, keep it moist. And we'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. $3.50. I am putting that in at $3.50. I may not have said that. $3.50 for about an hour, and I'm gonna check it and look at the meat thermometer and see if it's 160 degrees. If it is, I'm gonna take it out and let it sit for a little bit, and then I'll slice it. Anyway, again, thanks for tuning in. We'll see y'all. Bye now.